So I was very keen to be part of the festival. But in spite of being not an exposed person, it was still an eye-opener. Because it was really, in these, I have to say this publicly, in these very divisive times that we live in, to be able to sit or stand in someone's shoes and look at the world through their eyes, and it's not just LGBTQ, we know what we're talking about, the other. We're constantly being told people are the other. So for me, seeing all the hues of this community and looking at life through their eyes was a wonderful experience. I'm telling you, I was telling Onir, I don't know who I was telling, that I was so moved, I was touched, I realized, my God, we are all the same. It's just that they live such a difficult life, and yet they're full of so much joy. So much joy. They transcend all that, and they try to live their lives as normally and joyfully as they can. For me, it was an exhilarating experience. It was an eye-opener. It was moving. It was very powerful. First, I was so impressed, as we were discussing, that films were coming from Jordan, from of course, Peru and all that was not so surprising, but from the Middle East. And one of the most powerful films that shook me really was from Jordan. So the plethora of films that are coming from all over the world and being treated like what shall I say, as pure cinema. See, for me, the most interesting thing about seeing films like this, the ones I really liked, is that it's really a story first. You should feel it's a story. It's a cinematic, visually beautiful piece of work. It's creatively sort of well put together. Acting is good. Story that they're telling is good.
While watching these films, when we were discussing yesterday also, there was one film and there was one dialogue from that film, which I'll say, which is from a movie called Paloma. And the lead character says, those who can't accept others as they are should go to hell. So as Lilith said, it was an exposure for me also, and I was so very happy that they called me to be part of this jury. It was a learning for me. It's always very interesting to be part of a theatre festival jury or a film festival jury, but this is not just a film festival. This was something else for me. This actually made me, I would say, some percentage more a nicer human being and more sensitive. And I would request all the members from the press that please do write about it. Do write.
Film festival. Usually I'm curating for American festivals or my own festivals in the States. Never do I get to watch such rich international content. And it was really a pleasure serving on this jury with Lilith and with Anoop. I think we got along famously, also unanimously. We decided on everything identically. There were no qualms whatsoever, even though we come from such different backgrounds. So thank you, Sridhar. Thank you, Saagar, for having me be a part of this. Tomorrow kicks off Pride Month, and as an Indian American, I'm so proud to be sitting here today. I'm also proud that the motherland has a festival like this, thanks to you and Saagar, and you really have put queer films on the map. And I want to say, echoing what Lilith said, these are not queer films. These are human stories where the characters just happen to be gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, intersex, what have you. So members of the press, esteemed members of the press, please tell your readers, please tell your viewers to come as allies, to come as cinephiles, to come and support this very, very important festival, which has made a mark on cinema like this across the world. So congratulations and happy Pride to everyone.
Saxena, Anshul Kapoor and Shanti Bhushan Roy. Please join your hands and welcome the documentary jury for Kashish 2023.
तो मैं उस तरफ बैठा करता था जब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होती थी, मैं प्रेस में था, लोग यहाँ बैठते थे, मैं अपना कैमरा ट्रेन करके और अपने शाब्दिक बाण लेके बैठा होता था तुनीर में भर के। तो जब डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देखनी शुरू की और वो सिलसिला शुरू हुआ और अंतर तक जब हम हिले, तब ये समझ में आया कि बेटा चश्मा उतारो फिर देखो यारो, दुनिया नई है कमबख्त चश्मा पुराना। तो जब इस दफा श्रीधर ने फिर से फोन किया कि भाई ज्यूरी करोगे इस बार, वाट लगी हुई है मेरी काम के साथ साथ, मतलब इस वजह से काम बहुत है ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है, मतलब 3 नेशनल अवार्ड होने के बाद काम मिलता है ऐसा करता ही नहीं होता है बॉस, ये सब फिल्मों में होता है। तो मैं काम बहुत प्यार से करता हूँ, तफसील से करता हूँ, आराम से करता हूँ, इसलिए काम जो है पीछे छूटता जाता है, इसलिए वाट लगी पड़ी है। बट आई सेड श्रीधर, दिस इज वन थिंग आई कांट रिफ्यूज एक्चुअली, क्योंकि बतौर ज्यूरी आपको जो ये फिल्में सिखा जाती हैं, वैसे एज अ चाइल्ड आई हैव बीन टोल्ड यू शुड नॉट बी जजमेंटल, but all 3 of us and all of us have been very judgmental the past few days, and I think we should go to hell, inshallah.
Touch with the reality of my society, I must say that, and I can take pride in that. I've traveled and I have an open heart and I don't judge people, and that's what I would like to say at this moment in time as a documentary jury, that these films not only touch your heart, but one thing we should remember, and I follow that, and we all are human beings primarily. We all have one blood, we have one heart, we have same feelings, and the biggest longing for each other is to be acknowledged by each other. The acknowledgement for love, acknowledgement for compassion, acknowledgement for, and longing to hear me. When you see these films or any kind of expression from our LGBTQ community, which I hate to call it, because for me, if at all we have to categorize people, then as a human race, we are a failure. If we have to categorize people on the basis of caste, creed, religion, sexuality, geographical boundaries or anything, then we are losing the very purpose of our existence. Our purpose of existence is to love each other, to spread love. And these films, which we have seen as a jury member, they cry for love. They cry for. I'm getting goosebumps and I'm saying that. They cry for to be heard. Somebody somewhere is not able to speak. Somebody somewhere is not able to meet your eyes because your gaze is so judgmental. Your piercing eyes is making him or her shut down, and they are not able to face you. That could be your own brother, that could be your own sister, that could be your own daughter, that could be your own son. Can we do that to our own people? And if you are able to do that, do this kind of judgment to our own people, then we have to look inward at what is wrong with us, what is wrong with me.
Club. It was Sridhar's film, Gulabi Aina, 2002. It was probably the only documentary for a very long time to come on a word that we didn't still know. And then on, of course, we made sure that every time we had that sexuality film come from an independent filmmaker, we screamed. Today, I'm sitting here as part of the jury, Sridhar, and Kashish is that platform for the films that have now spanned 20 plus years. Pretty Film Club's been running 23. So thank you. Has brought LGBTQ cinema out while we're still debating who's coming out and who's not. And I think that is what we need to take our lens to. Because we are all watching movies and so much more now. And that we can watch such cinema is a path to a new world that we haven't yet seen.